आज हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए बहुत ब्यूटीफुल टैलेंटेड शशि कपूर डॉटर संजना कपूर जी है। सो सबसे पहले मेरा सवाल आपसे ये है कि 18th इंटरनेशनल चिल्ड्रन फेस्टिवल में कैसा लग रहा है आपको, इतना स्पेशल फेस्टिवल?
I'm actually not getting so much of a feel of the festival because I'm on the jury of the short film, so that's wonderful. I'm getting to see some beautiful, beautiful short films for children, but I'm having a wonderful time at a workshop that I'm doing, and so that's fun. I'm getting to spend time with a super group of 30 kids over 3 days, and we're working together for 2 hours a day, and that's always delicious and it's a delight. But that's, for me, theatre is my main focus, so that will always be something that excites me the most.
हैदराबाद में बच्चों को थिएटर सिखाना कैसा लग रहा है, कैसा एक्सपीरियंस है यहाँ?
मैं चाहती हूँ कि मैं हैदराबाद ज़्यादा आऊँ and there'll be a greater and greater connection with this city. Actually, it's interesting क्योंकि जब मैं आई थी, I brought my 11-year-old son here when we arrived. He left yesterday, and I was telling him about all my memories about Hyderabad, and I've been here. The first time I came was during the shooting of Heat and Dust, and that was wonderful because that mahal, I think we were all living in Banjara Hotel, and it's like a big family. My father and such close friends, and it was just beautiful, beautiful. My mother was there. It was hot. मैं चाही थी और बहुत सारी थी मेरी माँ के साथ. I fainted in the shop. It was such hot. I will length and breadth of the shop. I remember it was really, really hot, and I got totally dehydrated. First time I ever fainted was in Hyderabad. But my son back to Charminar, or I bought more bangles this time, and of course Hero Hira Lal was shot here, so that Hyderabad's a very special place for me. But I've also been here for some wonderful, wonderful theatre festivals and cultural engagements. Even been part of a Sonnet Lumiere at Golconda Fort many years ago. So I really, really like this city. And Junoon, my new organization that I run, which works with theatre, we aim at bringing our school program to Hyderabad. And this is a program where we bring professional theatre engagements to school children and teachers through the year. So we have a meeting with a lot of school principals coming up. And we hope that we'll be able to have an annual relationship where we come again and again and again, bringing professional adult performances for children of Hyderabad schools. And this is something that is inspired by my grandparents, Jeffrey Kendall and Laura Little, their company, Shakespeareana. And my parents used to travel all over India. And I just, when I was remembering my recollections about Hyderabad, I remembered a diary my father had written when he was 18. And there's a little jotting there. And he had just performed he was new in the Shakespeareana theatre company. He was very nervous performing in Shakespeare, which he found so difficult to speak, all those words, and his tongue would turn to leather. And he writes about how they had performed in Vizag, the university, which then was called Vizag, the University of Vizag. And he said, "It's such a beautiful theatre. I have to come back tomorrow and take photographs of it." So I hope that theatre is still there today. I would love to go and see it one day. But these are the inspiration I have, is their travels and their bringing really high quality theatre and high quality literature to school children across our country. So I hope we come back to Hyderabad.
Fantastic. Government is playing such a good role. They are promoting children movies through this festival. So there's any other, according to you, ways of promoting these movies or theatre?
What is also interesting is that recently, a few months ago, the NCRT have created a syllabus for art in schools, and a very, very serious engagement with painting, drawing, art, with fine art, with music, with dancing, and with theatre. And this curriculum is really, really interesting. The big challenge is, where are the teachers? But what is interesting is part of this curriculum is also exposure to these arts. And that's what we bring. We bring the opportunity to get exposed to this incredible talent that we have in our country. And children in schools must see the value of this, and they must be exposed to this. So the government should really create more opportunities of engagement and more opportunities of allowing, if they're government schools, if they're government theatres, that then there should be festivals of theatre performances as well, where there can be partnership. I don't think it's fair to say just the government needs to do it, because it's a lot of money, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. But I think today, more and more in India, these things can work if we partner with the government and say, some of your facilities can be given to us, and we can also work with you hand in hand to create avenues and platforms of engagement. It's very, very important.
फिल्मों में तो जेंडर सेंसिटाइजेशन होता है, क्या थिएटर में भी क्या बोलना चाहेंगे आप?
Gender sensitization, my God, that's a big thing. I think for me, the theatre we present, हम लोग खुद produce नहीं करते हैं जुनून में, अपना company में. We actually work with theatre groups whose work we really, really like, and we work very closely with them. For me, whether it's gender sensitization or environment sensitization or a whole lot of other sensitizations that we need in this country, I think they're all just as important. And for me, I have the idea about the world I want to see and the India I want to live in. And the India I want to live on even today. I don't want to say कि अच्छा 50 साल बाद ये होगा या मेरा बच्चा के लिए ये होगा. I want to see it today, and I work towards that. So I do want to see a sensitized India. I do want to see a world where we are caring and considerate and thoughtful of each other, and we are free of the sort of burden of traditional bondages and traditional ways of thinking when they're detrimental to a person's dignity. And for me, that's central. A person's dignity is the most important thing, whether you're a man, a woman, or any from any background. You should be given an opportunity to live a dignified life.
There are so many little directors here, so you like to give any suggestion to them?
I'm sure you have lots of directors and lots of talent and lots of actors here in Hyderabad. But I don't know if I should be the one giving suggestions. I just hope that everybody lives by their passion. And what I think is most important is when we're working with children, and this is a festival, an international festival for children, or when we're working with theatre, I think the greatest thing to give a child is, and the greatest thing, a challenge for parents and for schools, is let a child find their own passion. Let them find that fire in their belly and unka khud ka junoon, and let them have it's not only guts, but let them be brave enough to really, really go after it and really attempt it and not forget it. Because so many times we forget our real passion and we say, acha nahi, we get bogged down with carrying on with life and studies and job and family, and you forget, I love to do that. So somewhere keep it alive. And I think if we inspire that, that's tremendous. And we inspire it through our theatre, through our film, through whatever we do, through our schools. I think that's through our television. It's very, very important.
एक थिएटर आर्टिस्ट के लिए, एक्टर के लिए, जिनकी बचपन से इच्छा होती है थिएटर ज्वाइन करने के लिए, क्या क्या क्वालिटीज़ आपके अकॉर्डिंग होनी चाहिए?
जिद. You have to be very stubborn, you have to be very dogged, and of course you have to be passionate. I'm not sure about talent. They all say you have to have talent. I think that you can even do lots of amazing things with imagination, with curiosity, and don't give up easily. You have to be able to take failure. My grandfather wrote very beautifully this paragraph in his book about how being an actor is the best job in the world, because it includes everything. It includes adventure, it includes being close to really brilliant literature, writing, architecture, the sciences, really all walks of life. If you are an actor, you have to fill yourself with the world, because you have to portray the world on stage, and it's a mini world in which you live as well within your theatre group, and that's what's extraordinary. And he says you also have to be able to brave failure, and you have to be able to also control yourself in huge success and balance both of them. So it's an amazing job, and it's an amazing world to be part of.
Thank you so much. कैमरा पर्सन नवीन के साथ रूपल बिश, हैदराबाद से.